It's so weird to think that this is technically the last two volumes of Kuroko's basketball. Hey, it's Romania Black. We're on volumes 29 and 30, and I never thought that I would get here because we started this like 13 weeks ago, nearly 3 months ago, starting this journey with the manga, and I've been really excited to get to the Teiko arc. It did not disappoint, but we are on the last two volumes of the Rakuzan game, the last two official English volumes of Kuroko's basketball, and it feels weird. I'm not near my journey of Kuroko's basketball ending yet. I want to go ahead and tell you all that. So, as this is being recorded, it's going to be coming out the same time as the last light novel, and so I wanted to give you guys just a brief update on the timeline for what's going on. So I have my schedule out here. So next week, we are obviously going to look at Last Game, which is the manga series for the movie. There's 2 volumes. It's supposedly online, so I'm going to be looking at those through Manga Dex for those chapters. I've done that for Ace of the Diamond, so it's a pretty reputable site, so I'm excited for that. And then we're also going to be starting a new series. So a new series is going to be happening in the morning. Last Game is going to be in the afternoon, like with this manga series here. And then the next couple of weeks through the rest of September and October are going to be more Kuroko's basketball content because Truck has gotten another audio drama translated and created that Anime Annie helped out with. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm also going to be looking at Anime Annie, who's been translating the character Bible. I thought that was the only fan book for Kuroko. No. There's a fan book as well. So I've got the audio drama to look at and the fan book as well. And then eventually we'll have the character Bible and the other audio drama. So we've at least got, after this week, 3 more weeks of Kuroko's content. And then I'm not doing the live stream and the shipping video until we have the other audio drama and the character Bible, which could be later on this fall. I'm not in any rush because I'll be honest, I don't want Kuroko to end. So Anime Annie, Truck, take your time. It's fine. I've got a busy schedule. You're not hurting my feelings by taking your time at all. I have plenty on my plate. I can wait to finish up Kuroko's like later around even Christmas, even if we have to do it. That's fine with me. I don't want Kuroko's to end. So I'm really sad that the actual manga is ending because the manga has been such a great journey. I have really been impressed by how much Fujimaki has grown as an illustrator throughout the course of these manga volumes, right? Because it's always fun to see a mangaka, their craft develop, evolve, and change over time, especially for the better. Like you have artists like Tite Kubo who did Bleach. The ones I can think of are Kubo. I think of Isayama. I'm reading Attack on Titan right now. I think of Furodate with Haikyuu. Those mangaka, you can distinctly see their art style starting at this point, and then by the time the series ends or as it's concluding, it gets to this other point, and it's so elevated and beautiful. And it's so great to see them evolve as an artist and to just kind of like witness that page to page, because when you're reading week to week, you don't notice it so much, right? But then when you see it all in like volume format and you see the leaps in animation evolution, it's so good. And I'm like, yes. So I've been really impressed by that. We're on the Rakuzan game. Kuroko has been like, you're not going to put me in a corner. I'm coming back, baby. We still haven't got the Wi-Fi zone yet. It's been hinted at, but we've not got it yet. And then we're basically on the last 2 volumes. But then my dog's going crazy, of course. But then, of course, we not only have the volumes here to go, but then we have Last Game. So I'm sad that the official translations are ending, but I'm not sad that we're not done with Kuroko's content yet. We are going to be starting a new series because I'm not going to hold you hostage any longer. So after this week, we will be starting a new sports anime series, but I will also be doing the remainder Kuroko content that I can while we start that new series, and then we'll just wait to do the live stream and do the shipping video once the last 2 pieces of the puzzle are finished. And again, no hurry on those. So I want to give a really quick shout out over to our philanthropy tier over on Patreon to thank you all so much, because I want to support the original, I want to support the mangaka, the original release. I want to do that. Unfortunately, with Last Game and some of these other content for Kuroko's, they're not translated into English, so I can't support it. And so that's why I've been going through Anime Annie, Truck, and other fan translators, because otherwise the content would not be accessed. So blame the publishers for not doing that. But I did purchase the manga online so I could support the mangaka. I have paid money for this, and a lot of that is because of Patreon support. So I really appreciate all the support y'all give me to be able to support the mangaka, support the people I'm talking about, and be able to create this transformative work by analyzing and reacting and doing all sorts of fun things. So a special shout out to our philanthropy tier who support me extra each month. Y'all go above and beyond. I really appreciate it. Special shout outs to Tyrone, Anime Annie, Eric, Sunspots, Translucent Men, Legatus, Anna, Goob, Matthew Palfiniere, Argent, Ashy got no bitches, as well as Nameless Monster, Shimoyama, Kiri, Be Happy, Alex Cornejo, Dana, and Edgar. Thank you all so much for your support. I greatly appreciate it. All of my love. So yeah, I'm really excited. I love the cover of this already. We're going to talk about it, but we're not going to waste any more time. We are going to dive right into Kuroko's Basketball volumes 29 and 30. And we're going to do that here in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Yeah, this cover with Kuroko smiling and giving us the happy face that we got at the very end of the anime. The happy face we thought we'd never be able to see, right? I think it's very fitting to be the final cover of the volume. I'm assuming it's going to be volume 30's cover. It's not going to be volume 29, but we'll see, right? We'll see. Lazy Finger Bazooka, Tadatoshi Fujimaki. Maybe some of you have noticed, I'm talking about the little pictures above these comments. They actually form a flip book story starting back in volume 1. And in that story, I get smacked down and beat up, but I keep on fighting. I don't mean on the outside, on the inside. Heart. That's what matters the most. That's totally the reason I included these the whole time. Not. It's a very Hanamiya thing, being like, oh yes, heart and soul, and that's why I did all this. Nah, it's a very Hanamiya moment. Nice. Oh my gosh, I love it though. It's so cool to see like he's been very self-aware and leading us on this whole time. Nice. Ooh, look at this. The one thing I'll stop. Oh, man. This is a very busy cover. A much more busy cover than usual. So, yeah, and we have Teppei and Nabuya. We have Kuroko and Meizumi. We have Mabuchi and Hyuga. I like this cover a lot, but I could see why Volume 30's cover would be the one to use, right? All right. And getting everyone on here. And we have all of the crew, like you do. Oh, wow. The table of contents looks a little bit different than usual. Chapter 266, or 255th. 255 to 200. Oh, to the final quarter. To the 275 chapters. Time after time. It's interesting. So there's only 275 chapters of Kuroko's Basketball, which makes sense. It's so weird though. Haikyuu has like 403 chapters. Haikyuu does. I don't remember how many chapters Slam Dunk had. But I know Haikyuu has that many. So it's so weird to think that this is such a very short manga, but at the same time, it feels like a complete story. I do give credit. I know a lot of times people get sad when mangas end really soon, like in the 200s chapters, but I'm like, if the author tells a complete story and doesn't have anything else to say, let it go and let it end on a high note rather than fizzle out into like the 800th chapter and it just be like, you could tell the mangaka's like sad with their life. So I'm fine with that. That's fine. But man, I like Kogane, Matobe, and Tsuchida. Cute. My dogs are just going to bark, I'm sure. Okay. They're only down by 16 points. And trying to get Hayama to snap out of it. And Hayama's mad. Oh, no. Hayama being mad because he was provoked. Yep. And he's like, sorry, I'll back off one-on-ones for now. Oh, this guy's my worst matchup, worse than Kagami. Izuki's one hell of a baller. Going at him without a plan is not smart. I really love this page because one, it is giving Izuki the credit he deserves, but also I love Hayama's just like, just calm down, just gonna be okay, just take it easy. I like that Hayama kind of pulls himself together. And then he tells Akashi, hey, I'm good. I had a moment. I had a moment. Like, that's really good. I like that. I like that a lot. Yep. He's like, I'm going to overlook this until you're ready for action once more. Mm-hmm. And Mabuchi's like, you saved your own skin. And then I like that Yama didn't really realize that Akashi would have done anything. He was just like, oh yeah, Akashi would have been mad at me if I hadn't done that. Never mind. This handles it much better than the anime, right? The anime makes it seem like Akashi's threatening him, and this does not make it seem that way. So again, we talked about this in the comments. I think Anime Annie brought it out, like why the anime makes Akashi's actions seem a lot more radical than they are in the manga. In the manga, they seem more kosher, and I don't know if that's just to make Akashi seem more like a villain because it's an anime and they want to do that, but here it benefits Akashi more that you see the characters and how they interact and have time to pull themselves together, right? Oh my god, you moron, Kagami. I love that Almine's just in the sidelines like, come on, you moron. Pathetic. Oh my god. Oh, Almine just being like, come on, Kagami. It's funny that Almine, he chides Kagami and gets onto him, but he's rooting for Kagami at the same time. He's like, come on, think better than that. You can do better than that. It's great. Okay. You forgot about defending the 3-point line. You'll never stop me. Oh my god. 83 to 64. It's still a big gap. Being in the zone allows you to challenge me, but your stamina isn't limitless. The sinking feeling of the zone. The deeper you sink, there's something more to the zone. Yes, the lore deepens. The lore deepens. Yes, indeed. Okay. We don't have a shooter now. Yeah, Akashi's 3 was a cruel taunt. We can't shoot if the situation's not perfect. Yeah, because Hyuga's not in right now, right? Instead it's Kogane. Why do you look so smug? Oh, Kogane. Oh my god. We're the ones pushing back right now, so I gotta do my part. Oh, look at him! Yes, and then he gets right on it. Yes, oh my god. Are we gonna get the cat thing? This nutcase is more like Kotaru than I thought. Wow, yeah. Yeah, Kogane is like Kotaru a lot. He really is. He's not as, I would say Kogane's talents aren't as focused and specific as Hayama's, but their personalities are very much the same. Nice. Wild instincts. Yes, here we go! Ah! Look at this! Oh, Kagami and the tiger. Almine and the Black Panther. Hayama and the cheetah. Kogane and the kitty. I'm just kitty. Oh my god, that cat is like hilarious. And Mabuchi, that's about right. Oh, that page is my favorite. I love it. Let's go with Earth. He took a step back. Did he know I was going to use Earth? Look at him. He just barely grazed it. Oh, Kogane! I think it speaks volumes that Kogane, who this is like his, first or second year playing basketball, is able to take on Mabuchi, like the shooter from middle school. I'm like, come on now. That's growth. I love it. So the kitty's a feral cat. Oh my god, I love it. Mabuchi's just like, I might need to have to rethink my strategies here. Oh my god. And then what is this blooper? Oh, and Hyuga. Someone say kitty. He's a cat person. Oh my god, Hyuga. I freaking love it. All right. It looked like he blocked it. I didn't get there. That was really close, Koga. Keep it up. Oh, yes. So, okay. And this is where Hyuga is, Hyuga is getting tipped off by what's going on. Because he can observe, he's able to figure it out. Oh, senpai. All right, and Kagami saving Teppei. Okay, and I love Rigo's like, this is okay, but we got to keep it going. And I love Koga taking on Teppei's phrase to like cheer him up because he senses that Teppei going against Nabuya is really stressed. And he's like, hey, let's have fun with this, right? You're the one that says this, right? And Kogane's like, I've got to give it my all. Playing in a game like this is really fun. Aw, I love it. He just started playing in high school. All right. I love that Imayoshi is like wanting to rain on everybody's parade. He literally says, I want to rain on the praise parade. He's like, a decent player can't stand up to the uncrowned king. I'm like, I feel like that's also Imayoshi like trying to like, my shipper heart tells me that's him trying to make Hanamiya feel better. Be like, you just can't take on an uncrowned king. It's like, Imayoshi, come on now. Like, quit being a Debbie Downer. Mm-hmm. And then, interesting. Oh, the sister's there. Yep. He's a baller. It's not a fake, the three-pointer, and it's void. Oh, man. And then we go to the flashback with him. I'm done with tennis. It's not for me. Baseball, soccer, swimming. None of those sports animes were ready for me. Although I feel like Kogane could have been a character in Ace of the Diamond. He has that kind of... Him and Salamura would have gotten along well. Cannot see him in Free at all. No, Kogane's just not meant for that. And then he started out with Seirine. And I thought I would quit. They had me run myself ragged. And then he's like, I guess I'll quit. And that's when he runs into Matobe. Matobe's like, nah, bitch, you ain't quitting. I'm slowing everyone down. Oh. And then Matobe's like, are you wanting to date or not? Because if you leave, I'm not dating you. And he was like, well, fine, I'll try a little longer. And then I ended up having the same conversation with Matobe often. And with Hyuga and the others too. They called me a jack of all trades, and I wasn't just getting in their way. I love that he's like, I kept having the same conversation with Matobe, but it's literally just them staring at each other. That's hilarious. And then we had another great year, but we lost in the finals league, and I cried. Yeah, and that's when Teppei was injured and everything. Show him what you're made of, Shinji. I've got to win this. Oh, I love it. Yes. He jumped at Big Sis's void. Ah. Okay. And I love that Kogane's like, I'll stop it next time. Oh, yeah. And she's like, how dare you? Like, rises like Ursula. How dare you stop my void shot? Oh, my God. He couldn't reach him. He reacted to it, but couldn't reach him. And then Hyuga's like, I figured it out. Let me in, coach. Put me in, coach. I just love Hyuga calling Riko coach. It's like they're flirting. He's like, put me in, coach. I got this. And she's like, all right, captain. Like, it's great. All right, question. Can you list each Seirine team member's family members? Okay. Kuroko has a mom, a dad, and a grandma. Kagami has a father only. Single dad. Okay, so his mom's not in the picture. Hyuga has a father, mother, and a little brother. Aw. Izuki has a father, mother, a big sister, and a little sister. He's the middle child. Kiyoshi has a grandfather and a grandmother. Aw. Kogane has a mom, a dad, and a big sister. Matobe has a father, mother, 5 little brothers, and 3 little sisters. He's the eldest. Oh my God, Matobe is the eldest out of 9 siblings. 8 siblings and him. Oh my God, like, Matobe, your family. Why would your parents want that many kids? Oh my God. Tsuchida has a mom, a dad, a little sister. Riko just has a mom and a dad. Furihara has a mom, a dad, and a big brother. Kawahara has a mom, a dad, and a big sister. And Fukuda has a mother and 2 big brothers. I feel bad that Kagami's just got his dad, and his dad's like never there. So he's literally almost like an only child. And then, man, Matobe, I can't imagine having 8 siblings. That I have 1, and that's enough. 8 would be insane. That's why he's quiet. He has no room to talk. Bring it, Rakuzan. Okay. All right. The third quarter's over. 68 to 88. They're still 20 points behind with 1 quarter left. How? Yep, 10 minutes. 10 minutes and 20 points down. It's definitely the comeback of all comebacks, right? But they ain't giving up. Yeah, oh my God. And Hyuga's coming back. 10 minutes left with 4 fouls. It's risky, but I can take Mabuchi down. And then I like that Hugo's like, don't give me that crap. Like, you helped me figure it out. Oh, I'm counting on it. Oh my God. I did it. I was useful. Oh, if only I'd started basketball sooner, I could have pulled it off. And then Matobe giving him the towel and the pat on the shoulder. It's their form of love. Okay. And then Shiragani's like, no need to panic. We only got 10 minutes left. Keep up the pace. We're good. And then Akashi's like, of course they'll put Hyuga back in. Don't get careless just because he has 4 fouls. And then Kyoshi still got a spark of life in his eyes. Be on point. I love Katara's. But Katara's face is like, what do I gotta do? This meek approach has gone on long enough. Keep scoring. Okay. And then Mabuchi. Or Mayuzumi. He doesn't say anything to him. He'll keep using me as long as I'm useful. That's awfully economical of you, rich boy. I love Mayuzumi calling Akashi out. Like Akashi's fine here. Like, him telling each of the players what they need to do. That's what a captain does. Totally fine with that. But I love that Mayuzumi's just like, okay, let's be clear. You're just using me, rich boy. All right. I love Mayuzumi's such a bitch, and I love it. I love that he just doesn't care. He's like, I'm going to tell it like it is. Mayuzumi, he's such a wench, but I kind of love him. Rakuzan will win. My word is absolute. Until it's not. Like, something about Akashi. Something's freaking me out. Yeah, Akashi is a little bit panicked. You can tell in that moment. In the anime, it doesn't seem as obvious, but in that moment in the manga, Akashi's like, he's like telling himself over and over again, like it's a mantra, like, oh, we're gonna win. We have to. But Mayuzumi, because he sees through the bullshit, is kind of like, no, you're panicking because 20 points seems like a lot, but when it's Kuroko, look at Kuroko's face, when it's like Kuroko and Kagami, it's like, no, they're monsters, and this is actually something to be mildly concerned about, right? They're not giving up, and that's a problem. Because normally by this point, in the last quarter, their opponents have given up, and this is something new, so yeah. I love that they're like, we're winning this, and you see number 2, like, poking out of Alex's bosom, like he's just a cameo there, right? Oh, that's such a good double spread. Woof! I love Sareens! Yeah! Woof! Shh! And Alex is like, shh! Don't. How she's gotten away with having a dog in the stadium at this point. She's so noticeable. I don't know. I love this shot of all of them. Like I love that they're all, you see Sareen looking over at Rakuzan. Rakuzan's looking right back. Oh, I love it. I love it! Kagami-kun. What I want to say is leave it to me, but this is rough. It's just a matter of time. I probably won't last till the end. There's no wiggle room going up against a guy like Akashi. I'll take this fight as far as I can. And it's like, can Akashi hear that? Is that why he's making that face? Oh my God. The final 10 minutes. Okay. And then the Ignite pass. Yes. Okay. I've got a request, coach. I can't stop shaking. Can you help me out? Oh. And then I like that she just smacks him. Now get out there. She's like, I'm not going to be soft with you, Captain. Yep. And then, yep, it goes in. Bring it, Rakuzan. There. He's like, there. That's all I needed. Back to basics. We're good. We're good. All right. Tomorrow is the last game. And my dogs are like just chasing each other. They're excited too. I like this moment with Teppei and Hyuga. Tomorrow might be the last time we play together in high school. But it doesn't mean it's the end of everything. Are you going to quit tomorrow? Oh, don't go overboard. Nothing you can't come back from, promise, and smile about it and keep on playing basketball. Because, yeah, that's the thing. There's nothing to say that as adults they can't, you know, even if it's just for fun, they can't play and have scrimmages together again. There's nothing saying that can't happen. Ain't gonna stop you. Oh, my God. Yes. All right. Then now, yep, that's 3 points. He's fired up more than anyone. It's like, come on, D. Come on, defense. Let's go. All right. Hyuga's a way of bringing the team together. What a good voice he has. I like that he recognizes that. He's like, he's a captain and he has voice. Kyoshi's voice is big-hearted with a reassuring quality. Izuki's is keeping level-headed. Hyuga's is strong and firm. I love it. I love that the captains on the other teams recognize Hyuga as a captain. That's really good. He's got 10 minutes to play without getting another foul and has to have insane focus because of it. Oh my god. Yep. Hyuga's eyes. They're so intense. Yep. He's looking at something else entirely. I like the Riko's like, did I smack him too hard? Make it happen, Junpei. She's like a first name basis, bitches. And then, yep. Hyuga's read it. Okay. His 5th foul. And then Big Sis Rio. He didn't jump. Oh, yes. 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 Got it. Got it. And then the rebound. Ooh. And Tepe. I like that Riko's concerned, like, oh, without that injury, Kyoshi would be even stronger. Obviously, I like the Emio. She's like, I know what I'm saying is obvious. But once he stops holding back, he's bound to be stronger. But there's no telling how this would affect his bad leg. And Tepe's like, I'm sorry, but I gots to do it. Yeah. How many years have you been playing center? Are you going to let that muscle-bound bozo beat you? Ah! I just love Hyuga influencing Tepe. Like, come on. If you're going to do this, then do it. Right? Oh. Yes. Only 15 points down. And I love that Riko's like about to cry. She's like, these two knuckleheads. This OT3 on this page. Oh, I love it. Yes. Oh, 15 points. Question. When Kagetora calls Shitoku's coach Little Ma in the 115th quarter, Takao suggests the boys try calling him that once in a while. Did Takao ever end up doing that? He did. The coach caught him in the act and Takao had to run laps until he practically died. I like Takao's like, oh, I will totally be the troll. And then the coach is like, no. That's great. I'm glad they answered that question. Chapter 259, the one thing I'll stop. Oh, look at them. Look at them trying to look all badass with their bunch of big softies. Now you've done a Junpei-chan. Oh my god, Mabuchi being so, like, even when Mabuchi's mad, they're beautiful. So, don't call me by my first name or use Chan. Only Riko can do that. Okay, and Hayama's like, okay, well, they're both angry, but they're not losing their cool. They're cool so far, so, okay, we're good. And Nabuya's the one that's getting mad. I like that Hayama's like, look, I was mad like 5 minutes ago, but I got over it, so you need to do the same. Yes, Kyoshi's strong. Don't underestimate him. And Nabuya's like, well, of course I know that already. Meanwhile, and then, yeah, Akashi's not saying anything. And Mayuzumi is noticing it. Yes, he may be a playmaker, but he's too reluctant to make a move himself. That's interesting that he's like Akashi. I like that Mayuzumi notices all of these things that Nabuya and Mabuchi and Hayama are not noticing. And he's noticing Akashi takes a lot more precision making decisions about himself because he has all this insecurity inside of him than he does with any of the other players. Like, it's one of those things where Akashi instantly knows how he can help others to move, but he's so insecure about himself that he has to, like, overthink himself and what he does. Again, it makes the whole idea of him putting on that persona of I am absolute. It's just like a way to keep reminding himself, like a mantra, to keep himself, you know, down this certain path. Oh man, Kagami. How the heck is Kagami doing this? And then I like that Almine's like, Baka, what we doing? And then we've been down this road before. Junpei Hyuga is a real threat. Because Junpei's just in the zone. Not the literal zone, but he's in it. This is a battle after all. I love Mabuchi seeing how hard he's worked. And Hyuga's like, my back hurts. Is Riko really that strong? I love it. That smack is the whole team's will on my back. I love that Hyuga's like, well, it's not just Riko, but it's the whole team. that's there. And I like that we saw Himuro and Mura kind of looking at that moment, right? And then Himuro's like, I figured out how he's done it. I would like to think that Murasakibara figured it out too. He's just such a brat, he's not saying anything. Because now that we know that Murasakibara is naturally smart, I feel like he figures things out, but he just doesn't take the effort to explain them because he's like, why would I? It makes sense, right? And then, yep, I doubt he's thinking hard about this. He's just giving it his all. Oh, yes! And Hyuga! It's like this volume is like getting everyone is taking on the Rakuzan players that gave them such a hard time in the last volume set and countering them. And finally coming back and countering them. Mm-hmm. And now Kuroko's passes are sharper than ever. And Kyoshi being like, I got this. Yeah! And passing it, to Kuroko, to Kyoshi, to Hyuga. Yes! Oh my god. And then Midorima's like, a nice arc, naturally. Midorima just coming and being like, well, of course he would score. How could we expect anything but? A warning. Oh my god, we're getting to this episode. We're getting to this chapter. Oh my god. The evening of the first day of the Winter Cup at Rakuzan practice. And it's Akashi by himself. Although, the lights are on in the gym here. That was the one thing in anime that I get they were doing it because stylistically and symbolically having Akashi practice in the dark, it's like the shadows of his heart, everything, blah, blah, blah. But practically it makes no sense, right? So I like they show him in the gym, lights are on like a normal person. Again, anime, what we doing? I thought, that thought never occurred to me. I don't have any experience with the zone. Is how Daiki willed himself in the zone by sheer force. The focus needed to pry the gates open by force. Once I'm aware of my own trigger that serves as the key, facing those massive gates, I tip my hat to you, Daiki. He's like, I can't do this alone. And so he's trying to do, yep, the thing 3-on-1. Yep. Okay. You're a monster, Akashi. It's our ace in the hole. It can only be used once we're truly in danger. Consider this a warning. Okay, like if we ever got to this point. Okay. I'm hopeful the manga will make me feel a little bit better about all of this than the anime did. Because so far we've gotten Akashi, like, reflected better in the manga, right? Okay. We're only down by 12. Yep. Okay. Do we use it now? Okay, we aren't satisfied with 3 in a row. And then Kuroko's like, no, I'm not going to let you guys just get a comeback. No. And then here we go. They stopped in their tracks, and then Teppei comes in. Yes! Now it's only down by 10. 4 in a row. Yep. Mabuchi, you 4 handle this attack next. Ooh, that look. That look. Oh, that look. Nope. Nope. Akashi isn't budging. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, I don't like this. No, I don't like where this is headed. That maniac. Consider this a warning. Everyone has his or her own trigger for entering the state. In my case, it's not about maneuvering my players to victory, but the will to break away and act on my own. When I decide to rely on my own strength, when I lose faith in you people and leave you behind. And that's just, oh, that sucks so much, because it's the idea that Akashi believes when he's strongest is when he's not able to rely upon anyone, when he has to do it alone, which is essentially kind of like Almine a little bit, because Almine is like, well, the only person who can beat me is me. Akashi's trigger is kind of like that a little bit. It's different, but it's a little bit. Yep. I'll teach you to know your place, you and every person here. Oh man, I will admit that's a really good visual. That's really good. That's a really good shot of Akashi. Oh man. Oh Oh, that's a good drawing. Oh man. Oh no. Oh no. Ah, that's really good. Okay. Question. In the 180th quarter, Takao and Midorima perform a move that reminds people of Kuroko and Kagami. Does that move have a name? And if so, I'd really like to know it. The Sky Direct 3-point shot. That is the most obnoxious name. Whatever. Just when he was about to do his meteor jam, and despite being the zone, it was like taking candy from a baby. Oof. Oof. Akashi. Get back here! Oh my god. And he's super fast. Yeah. Okay. And then he's like, allowing you to sit would be far too lenient. Oh my god. And he just like goes past all of them. Kneel. Oh! I'm like, oh. It's just like, I still don't like the language, but it is badass, but it just makes me like cringe. I'm like, stop. We're supposed to want to like you, but you're being villainous. No. Take note as you bow down. Oh my god. Oh my god, Akashi. It's like all the worst qualities of him are him. It is. It's literally him in the zone are all of the... Him and Kagami are polar opposites. Akashi in the zone is the worst qualities of a player. When they just act on their own, when they're arrogant, when they're just very like self-righteous. Like it's all like the worst qualities. But then again... Akashi believes that he's only strongest when he's like absorbed in those worst qualities. And then you have Kagami who gets in the zone because of friendship and the best qualities. So, and literally that's it. Like the Wi-Fi zone and Akashi are like the worst, most toxic aspects of play. And then Kagami and the True Zone are the best, most virtuous aspects of play. So it's like a nice good versus evil parallel there, right? Oh my god. Okay, and Akashi's in the zone. Without relying on teammates. Abandoning us is what made him stronger. He's enough of a monster to question why we're even out here. And that is like, it's Teiko's mentality personified, essentially, right? We're totally unnecessary. And that's the sad part, is that like their faces there, where it's just like, it's basically the Teiko mentality in human form as Akashi in the zone, being like, I don't need you, I'm strong enough on my own. That's the Teiko mentality. They were all just monsters that were strong enough on their own, just doing their own thing. And it felt like it's so sad because they were getting along and working so well together as a team and bouncing off one another even when they were having problems. But now Akashi's just like, I don't need you. You've gotten me to the point where I don't need you anymore. And it's really sad. And Kagami's like, I'm gonna do it, Captain. I like to put Captain there in little letters. And then he's like, you mean you'll do it alone? Sure, go for it. Hyuga's like, I mean, come on. Like, and then they're like, Kagami's waiting to jump on this chance. Like, come on, we're not gonna stop you. Like, come on, just do it. But I like this. He's on our team, and that's enough. So again, it is the polar opposite situation. You have Akashi being like, I don't need any of you. I'm stronger without you. Get out of my way and I'll win this for us. And then you have Kagami who's like, hey, I gotta go face him. Is that cool? And they're like, you go face him, but we're here to back you up. Like it's the polar opposite reaction. You have Rakuzan who suddenly feels like they're all worthless and why are they even there? And then you have Hyuga and them like all giving Kagami their energy being like, we got you, we're backing you up. Win or lose, it all comes down to this. We got this. Polar opposites. I do love the symbolism the manga is giving us with this. It's good. I like it. So go win, Kagami. And then Almine, before you mentioned something about going deeper in the zone, what do you mean by that? Like, tell us the deep lore, please. And he's like, let me paint a picture for you. Oh my god. To enter the zone, there's a giant gateway. See, and you open it. Like this was like. And then just like you're underwater and you just focus deeper. And then you sink till you hit the bottom, and then you're going full throttle. But when you're down there, you'll find an even bigger gate. And standing in front of you is a faceless someone, like a gatekeeper. Now, see, the anime makes it very clear that it's Kuroko. It is not clear there that it's Kuroko. The hair looks a little bit different. It could be like a version of you or something like that. And I love that Wakamatsu's like, well, what happens? How do you open the gate? Who's the someone? And Amine's like, how should I know? The face is all shadowy. I'm like, a bunch of D&D dorks. Like they're like, he's like, I don't know, I'm just a dungeon master, but I didn't make up this game. Oh my god. I love that Almine's like, I don't know, I just the lore. And then Almine's like, this is all in your head, right? So the shadowy figure must be you. Miyoshi's trying to rationalize it. He's like, it's just you, right? So you're just facing yourself. And Almine's like, well, but I've been facing myself all this time and I never opened the gate, so I don't know. Beyond those doors is the zone beyond the zone. And if Kagami's going to beat Akashi, he has to pry open the second gate. The lore is so funny. I love it. I love it. Great. And then here we go. Prying open. And I like that we look over to Kuroko right as we talk about prying open the second gate. Yeah, just make it obvious for us, right? Okay, 78 to 90. It's 12. After all those mistakes, Akashi is not expecting anything from them anymore. I like that they're talking about him coordinating, and Murasakibara's like, nah, he's not going to depend on them at all. Oh my god. Okay. And then it's just like it's like Kagami's defensive range, only it's a spear instead of just like a circular outline. Sucks. But Kagami's like coming back. Okay. Stay there on the ground and grovel. Okay. Oh. And they're like, Sei-chan, be wary of three-pointers while defending. You four might be capable of that much at least. I'm not expecting much. Should you fail, the task will fall to me as well. See, that's... I get it, but that's such a heartless way to say it. It's like, he's just like, well, just do something, I guess. And if you can't do it, I'll pick up the slack, I guess. It's like, you couldn't have phrased it like such a bitch, you know? You could have been nicer, but it's really sad. It's sad to see him like embodying like the worst qualities in this moment, because we know from reading up until now that that's not really him, but it's really heartbreaking to see, because you can see on their faces like how they respond to that, like, oh, okay, gee, thanks. Emperor Eye. If you want to break the Emperor Eye, you gotta bring your own Emperor Eye to the table. Right, which is gonna come up in last game, right? Nash is gonna have the same thing, right? I like that's maybe a little bit of foreshadowing there. Maybe. All right, and then Kagami's just like, it's no good. I'm trying as hard as I can. I've reached the bottom. And now there's this new gate in my way! I just love it. Kagami's like, what the hell is this? I didn't sign up for this. I can feel it. It's got to open if I want to beat him. But even when I clear my head and stop obsessing over it, I gotta make this dude standing there move. What do I do now? And then Kuroko comes up being like, hey, how about giving up for the moment? Like giving up on trying to open it. Trying to win this alone. Giving up on trying to win it alone. Let me take some of the weight off your shoulders. Oh. And he's like, I just got it. And then he stops and stares at him. Didn't you learn the lesson already? Crying over a locked gate ain't gonna open it. And if it won't open, I've got no choice but to move on and do what I can do. I love that Kagami, see, that's the moment where him and Almine make the decisive turn. Kuroko held out his hand to Almine, and Almine smacked it away and was like, no, the only one who can beat me is me. I don't need you. And Kagami was about to say it, but then he's like, no, I don't need to do that. He's like, help me out there, buddy. The two of us will take Akashi down. That's the moment. Like, it's just like, and it's going to hurt in the manga to see Almine realize this. It's going to hurt. Because, yeah, that's the moment everything changes, when Kagami, like, puts his pride aside and is like, no, let's do it together. My heart. And then I like, Hyuga's like, okay, so you guys are going to take down Akashi. Cool. How? Love it. My own eyes will bridge the gap. Yes. Question. When Momoy, Alex, Coach, Araki, Riko, and Big Sis Rio wear lucky underwear. What color do they each choose, respectively? Answer, why is Big Sis Rio on this list? Shut up! You know why. You know why. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, I like that the author is now like, well, why is Mabuchi there? But I'm like, you just put them on the girl talk like extra. Don't you why is Big Sis Rio there? That is such a roundabout way of not answering the question. Like, I don't want to acknowledge this question about underwear, but also I'm going to acknowledge that Mabuchi belongs on the list by making it a rhetorical question. And then stop Akashi. Oh, I feel like Kuroko, they're watching the tape over and over again. I feel like it's very reminiscent of Oikawa in Haikyuu when he's hugging the volleyball and he's watching the tape, just observing over and over again. Feels like that. Also, I like that Kagami and Kuroko are like the last ones in the gym together. Not making out or anything. Who would leave this footage running? Oh, I'm watching that. And I like that Kagami's like, I didn't notice him there. Whatever. It's essential for my misdirection. The first aid kit is on top of the lockers. Oh my God, you hurt yourself, didn't you? Your gait's slightly off. And he noticed it. Observing people is part of the training I was talking about. And it was Akashi that started him on that training, but I would argue Kuroko's been doing it before that. It's just Akashi pointed it out, right? A monster, whatever Akashi is, they have to come up with something to counter him. They can't waste a single second. Yeah, it's only been like they had those 4 consecutive shots back to back in like a minute, which is awesome. But here we are. At least we have like 8 minutes, nearly 9 minutes left. Oh man. Oh, Akashi like smacking it out Teppei's hand. No. Superpowers. He's so quick. And then Akashi seeing Kuroko and Kagami. Oh. Okay, they're not double teaming. I'll outmaneuver. They're trying. Not even an army would be enough to outmaneuver my Emperor Eye. Ooh. Oh, impossible. Unthinkable. How did you move quicker and block my way? Ah! Yes! Get in there, you two! Get in there! Alright. Kuroko-chin wasn't watching Akashi. I like Midorima's like surprise face. He's like, his eyes were glued to Kagami and he predicted his moves. Kuroko's own move, one that reveals his teammate's future. The quasi-Emperor's Eye. I'm like, oh, you can call it whatever you want. Superpowers. It wouldn't work with anybody. Only a friend he spent serious time building trust with. The strength of that trust lets him see a little further into the future than Akashi. It's like, oh, come on. It's like this is like a shonen anime at this point, like a battle anime, being like, your Emperor Eye is challenged by my Emperor Eye. I just love that it's the trust and friendship that allows it to happen, right? Whereas with Akashi, it's working alone. Yes! Look at that! Yes! Smack that ball out of his hand. Smack! I love the smack! Like verbiage there. A steal. He stopped Akashi. Oh. And then just... I mean, the themes of this story have been working together, and teamwork is the way to go. And that was the end of the volume! Oh my God, that was the end of the volume! Holy cow. Oh. 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 Time after time. All I can think of, if you fall, I will catch you, I'll be waiting. Time after time. Oh my God, is that their song? Is Kuroko and Kagami's song Time After Time? Oh my God, I'm going to treat it like that. I'm going to do that. Absolutely. Oh my God. What is this blooper? You finished up early. Oh my God, what is this? Izuki-sama recorded this show for me. It was about snake wrangling. What is happening? I'm not going back to volume 14 and seeing that. Tadatoshi Fujimaki. And before I knew it, it was over. There were a lot of memories, but I can't remember most of them very well off the top of my head. That's how frantic I've been, but also satisfied. The entire story only covers a single year of high school, but Kuroko and his friends would pretty much still be the same come graduation. And that's the thing. I feel like I like that Fujimaki says that because I feel like that's a good thing of like, he's like, I could go on, I could show you the other years, but this is the formative year. This is the one that matters. And so they're still going to be, this is the year that shaped them, and then it just kind of goes from there. So I'm glad that he's honest about it. And he's like, yeah, it's just this year. That's all that matters, right? The first time ever they stopped Akashi. Oh, oh my God! Oh my God! Oh. A turnover committed by me. But how? Oh my God, Akashi getting pissed. Oh my God. Oh. Oh. Okay. And then he's getting too reckless, right? He's not thinking, oh my God. I am absolute. The one thing I can never do is lose. Oh my God. Sure thing. I've got this. Everyone's will is riding on me. And I'm going to make good on that. And that's the thing. That's the thing. It's like Akashi's like, I have to lose because of me. And Kagami's like, I have to win because of them. Ugh, my heart. The themes. I don't want to make anybody feel like I don't feel bad for Akashi, because I do in a lot of sense, especially in the manga. The manga frames Akashi a lot more. It is a lot easier, I feel, to sympathize with Akashi in the manga. There are some parts I don't, but there are parts that I do sympathize with him. And you can tell at this point in the game that Akashi is just grasping straws, and he's so insecure and trying to, like, the manga makes this much more apparent. The anime just comes out of left field and you're like, what the fudge, anime? But here it is much more apparent. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to support Kagami in them, right? You know? I love the Generation Miracles being like, well, so that just happened. That just happened. Kagami pulled it off. He stomped Akashi. Yep. And there's the moment. And the thing about it is, like, Akashi feels so blindsided, like this actually happened. And Kuroko and Kagami are like, this happens to people all the time. Like, that's the thing. It's a little bit, I feel for Akashi in one regard, like mentally and where he's at psychologically. But then in the game, I'm like, I don't feel sorry for you because this happens to people all the time. Get used to it. It will happen again, more than likely. This whole you can do nothing but win mentality is not healthy or realistic. Like, welcome to the real world, you know? They finally did it. Kuroko has outdone himself. Naturally. Midorima says this, right? Uh-huh. Breaking the Emperor Eye. I bet this is the first time that someone got one over on Akashi. But then Murasaki Bara's like, forget high school. This is the first time he's ever lost in his life. This is why, parents, you should not raise your children up to be little wind monsters that never have the chance to experience loss. I do advisement at a college, and I see this a lot with high schoolers coming into college. Like, they've been trained their whole life by their parents and their high school teachers and their peers that winning is all we have to do, and success is what is important, and we can't be allowed to fail. Like, I have so many parents that are like not even helicopter parents, they're like bulldozer parents, and they just want to make sure their kids never fail. And that's great. I'm glad, like, it seems like, I mean, Akashi's dad, no. But with the parents that I encounter, it does come from a place of love and a place of you don't want your kid to fail and suffer. But then it creates this system where the kids only think that they can win or their life is over. And I'm like, y'all need to fail at least once in your life so you can realize it's not the end of the world. Like this moment. Because then he just collapses. It's just like Akashi just stumbles. His head is spinning like it never has. He's shaken and has lost his groove. Yeah, it's just like if you build someone up to accept that winning is the only possibility, then the moment they lose, even something as little as an alley-oop, it suddenly destroys them. And it's like, nope, like done. He's like, I'm not done yet. Like, we're 10 points down. And Kuroko's like, oh shit, Like, Akashi's out of the zone. But he noticed that Kagami's like barely hanging on, right? Don't have that luxury. Uh-huh. What's the blooper? He's just holding Kuroko up like that. Oh my god! That's the best blooper of the whole series. Just boop. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. I can't possibly lose. You're at your limit. Oh, and I like the two voices. There's the one voice saying you're at your limit. No, this game's far from over. Give it up. You don't have what it takes to win, not anymore. Shut up. I always win. I always have and always will. So the two voices in conflict, right? The inner saboteur. Mm-hmm. Are you even listening? Nope. Yep, he's been thrown off his game. Yeah. It's just, okay. And then Kagami, more ice, more lemons! Oh my god, get that fatigue out of there. Switch me out, not a chance. I get that I'm near my limit, but we can't afford to lose this momentum. All right, yeah, and Kagami's like, nope, keep going. I never thought I'd see Akashi look vulnerable. Mm-hmm. Yep, Akashi's not taking us on by himself anymore. And then, yeah, what an awful pass. And then Mabuchi's like, well, I guess there's no helping the stress that he's feeling. Yeah, like his teammates, even though they're like, you were kind of shitty to us earlier, like, we get it. It's a stressful game. It's the final. Everybody goes through this, right? And then, yep, the shot misses. Mm-hmm. Are you turtle? What's going on, Akashi? Yeah. And his players, the sad thing is, even after everything that Akashi said to him, his players still care about him. They're like, hey, get back in the game. Like, we all hit ruts, right? And then there we go. And I like that Kuroko, Teppei's like, are you worried about Akashi? That's not what we need from you. Teppei's like, when we win and get this over with, we can be worried about him. And Kuroko's like, we don't have that luxury to be worried about him right now. That's the thing. I love that Kuroko still has such a caring heart, and he does care about Akashi, but he's like, we got to win first, and then we'll take care of his mental well-being. Oof, yep. And then, oh my god, that pass. Oh, that shot of that pass, that drawing there, like the little spiral, that's really good. Yes, please. Ah! And now we're back down to 2 points. Yep. Mm-hmm. They almost frame it where you feel bad for Akashi, and you're like, hey, come on, get back in the game, Akashi. Come on. You were touting about how you're absolute. Let's go. Let's get back in it. Like, the manga really kind of makes you feel bad for Akashi. Like, you want him to get back in the game. Like, come on, keep playing. Let's go. Make this fun. Why aren't you having fun? And then, God, Kagami getting that. One shot remains. I like that Miyazumi's like, I gotta step up, don't I? I love that everybody, like Mabuchi and Hayama and Nabuya, haven't been watching this whole time, and they're just like, what the hell's going on? And Miyazumi's like, I just gotta be the one, don't I? Oh, what a bitch. Yes. Question, how did Hanamiya-kun come to be the way that he is? I wonder. He's like Eren Yeager. He was born that way. Born that way. It's a story that will be a one shot in 2033. You know, like in the 20-year anniversary of Kuroko's basketball. We'll give the Hanamiya backstory that you've been wanting. Who are you even? And again, Kuroko is concerned about Akashi because even though Akashi's been a bitch to him before, he's still Kuroko and he's still concerned. Yep. And then he's like, Akashi, and then Miyazumi's like, nah. Miyazumi's like, I didn't get taken out when I was struggling. He's not getting taken out. I love it. Oh, Miyazumi, this is probably my favorite Miyazumi moment. He's like, you're being pathetic. Like, he's like, you think I was going to cheer you up? I ain't a saint. Yes. It's like, this is pissing me off. You walk around like you're hot stuff, but you're a different guy than I met at the roof. Who are you even? I love Miyazumi's like, you mean to tell us that you get to call us out and be a bitch to us, but then whenever you're having a bad time, we suddenly have to, like, tread on eggshells with you? Miyazumi's like, hell no, we ain't doing that. Nah. None of it came from a deep understanding of Akashi, but they were the catalyst he needed. Yeah, he's like, who are you? Like, who are you to just get a free pass out of this? I love it. And it fits Meizumi's character perfectly, where he's like, I had to go through all this shit and you get out of it. No. I love it. I love it. Oh, wow, that house. The esteemed Akashi family. Seijiro was their firstborn son. Look at his little baby face. It looks kind of evil, but it's kind of okay. The elite family's long, proud history made from harsh expectations. Everyone was expected to stand above others and triumph in all things. And his father was as strict as they came. And then it shows him horseback riding, piano, calligraphy. He had little freedom in life. The one who supported him and helped him endure that unforgiving childhood was his kind mother. His mother could coax his father into giving the boy a bit of free time, and that was how he came to basketball. His innate talent, he improved quickly despite his limited playtime. Yeah, I love this. I love the idea of him having this rigorous childhood and all these expectations, but the mom gave him that little bit of freedom to do something that was away from his dad and all those expectations. She's so pretty. When he was in 5th grade, his incredibly supportive mother suddenly got sick and died. His father, as if trying to put the past behind him, only grew stricter. So it's like the dad trying to cope just gets more strict. And without the mom there as the buffer, he's not able. Yeah, it wasn't the sheer volume that made him unhappy. It was that he succeeded so spectacularly at everything he tried. The more he succeeded, the more his father forced on him. And his education moved at a breakneck pace. So it's like you're already a prodigy. And so instead of just getting to like relax because of that, you just got more, you know. And then it was around that time he experienced a strange sensation. Between his time at school and his time at home, a rift would form, as if another form of himself came into being. After finishing elementary school, he moved on to Takeo Middle School and joined the legendary. Yeah, so it's like this happened right before joining the middle school. Now, I'm working with a student, ironically enough, on the speech team that they wanted to do a speech on DID. And I was like, yes, go for it. So they're doing a speech right now. And it is basically DID forms in your childhood from trauma, right? So knowing that, this moment here, yeah, I feel like the anime didn't make it as clear that this rift started to form in childhood. Like usually they say under the age of 10 is when DID first starts to appear because of a traumatic incident. So this does line up with DID. I wish the anime had been more explicit with it and explained it a little bit better. So I do like this explanation here because with it, it does make more sense, right? And the fact they acknowledged that it happened earlier, it just didn't come out, right? The elite team held brutal practices, but Akashi never suffered. The one ideal was victory. But he thought nothing of it because he's been conditioned to that his whole life, right? And then, yep, the days he spent with his teammates were actually fun. But in his second year, things began to change. And that's when, like, all the shit went down with Sonata and all of that. He lost control of them. The duty to win was a heavy burden, and he wasn't able to handle his teammates' growth, and he panicked and feared of being left behind, and basketball was no longer fun. The support system was lost to him, and with that outlet gone, he had nowhere to run from his psychological burdens. See, this all, I did get frustrated that this was all like thrown onto us at the last minute, but here in the manga, it does make more sense, right? The idea that this had been a support network, a support net for him, and the one safe place that he had, even though it wasn't the best environment, it was a safe place, and suddenly that safe place was gone, and he was like, I don't know what to do. And so without that outlet, he had nowhere to go, and suddenly he was back in the same traumatic atmosphere that he was in before. Like, that all makes sense, right? And it triggered that. And then, yeah, the other Akashi was born that day. That part, I would have backtracked, mangaka. You were doing real good. I would have said that the other Akashi had been born back when you were a kid earlier, but it just surfaced that day. I would have rephrased that a little bit. The other Akashi maintained mental control. He pushed the virtues of victory harder than ever and led the team to the third consecutive title. With this, his original personality sunk to the depths of his consciousness, never to rise again. Or so it seemed. But then he came back. If I wanted, I could take control back right now. But that would be a substitution. The other me would still be there. Which is going to lead to the last game where they kind of merge back together, which again is not DID, so it's frustrating, right? No. The other me is an embodiment of victory. If he loses, if he fails his mission for supremacy, his reason for existing will vanish. Meaning, if it's to my benefit, if he faces off with the others during high school, I should just wait it out. If anyone can beat him, it's them. Oh, it's them, yeah. We'll never again be the friends we once were, and I can never make up for the sins I've committed against them. But I can accept those sins and provide them with an adversary. See, that line. Now see, anyway, why didn't you have that in there? Because I love and hate that. That makes a lot more sense in being like, okay, Akashi was like, I was shitty to them, so I can't make up for that. So I'm just going to be the villain and sacrifice my happiness to give them a chance to like beat me and make themselves feel better. And so that logically makes sense. But then it's also like, Akashi, I want to shake him and be like, you don't have to do that. You don't have to be a villain. You don't have to be like, it all makes sense with his personality why he's done the things that he's done. But I'm like, you don't have to do that. Like, why are you doing it? Dude. I had planned to let him do as he pleased until his eventual loss. But he feels like an unruly little brother at this point. If I let him stick around until he disappears on his own, my feelings on the matter may waver as a result of my long absence. And he says, pardon me, but can you let me keep playing, please? So he's like, I wanted this version of me to fizzle out and be defeated on its own, but now he's not gonna go quietly. So the other me has to step in. It's because of Kuroko. He put me in the mood to play. And the urge to beat him is irresistible. I'm Akashi Seijiro, of course. See, the manga handles this so much better! So much better! The manga handles this so much better. Okay, alright. I can appreciate this. I can appreciate the dialogue here. That Akashi's like, okay, nope, I made myself a villain. I let that run its course, thinking that I would get beat and that'd be fine. But he's like, no, I've got to be true to myself and come up and face them. Why is this so much better? Okay. All right. Good. Okay. Good. I'm Akashi, the big brother version. What does that mean? All right. Yep. It was an unsightly display and I'm ashamed of it. My apologies. And they're like, he apologized? What is happening? What is happening? They've never seen this side on him. I have to have your strength if we're going to beat Seirine. Mm-hmm. And this is where the Wi-Fi zone comes in, right? Right? Yep, there's something different about him. Yep, here we go. And this is going to be the Wi-Fi zone. Yep, because he brings them all back into play. Yep. Long time no see, Kuroko. And Kuroko's like, oh shit, the other Akashi's back. When did this happen? What is this? Yep. And then there we go. Back to it. Beautiful shot. Good work, Mabuchi. And he's like, what is happening? See, this makes a lot more sense. This works a lot better because now we've seen exactly why he went one way and now why he's going back. So the manga explains it so much. Yeah. And they're all like, oh, old Akashi's back. Okay. We just knocked some sense into him. I like Mabuchi's reaction's probably the funniest where he's like, what? What is happening? And Mabuchi, or Murasaki Bara, and Mabuchi's like, oh, this is nice. The original Akashi-kun is awakened. He's going to be tougher to beat than anyone we've ever faced. Yeah, he's like the one Akashi, the side of him that is consumed with victory is like an all or nothing, and you can break him. But this Akashi is more well-rounded, and Kagumi's like, fine, main course, all right, cool, great. And then there we go. Oh my god, 101 to 96. Oh my god. Okay, so in other words, he's the prototypical point guard. Mm-hmm. And then, yeah, he's in the zone. It's not the same extent I was a little while back. I haven't changed that much myself. Yes! Uh-huh. Are you kidding me? Yeah, the Wi-Fi zone! The Wi-Fi zone! It was like, Akashi realized the value. Again, it's a Scott Pilgrim moment where he's like, Akashi realized the value of friendship. And it's like, oh, hey, guys! I'm not a selfish bastard anymore. Let's be friends and work together. And it's like, son of a bitch. Okay. Question. The Miracle Generation boys each have their own talents in basketball, but sports aside, what are they really bad at? Kisei sucks at drawing. Aomine can't clean. Akashi can't tell a joke to save his life. Midorima is terrible at cooking. And Murasakibara is tone deaf, with the exception of character theme songs. With the exception of when we have to do it legally for monetary reasons and character songs. Then he can sing, but otherwise, no. Ah! That's great. That's great. I love it. Okay. So I like that Rico back then like had a bad feeling about all this. And then they all started doing the Wi-Fi zone and everything's getting better and better. Yes. So creating this perfect rhythm. He draws out the maximum potential of his teammates. He literally is Oikawa. Kind of. Yeah, right? He becomes Oikawa. I like that Kuroko and Akashi both have like different sides of Oikawa they become, drawing out the true potential of their teammates. Wow. You know, comparing him to Oikawa may make me like Akashi a little bit more. Maybe. That's a great comparison. Oh my god. I like Matobe and Kogane just look like they're about to throw up at this point. They're not fully in the zone, but they're like a step shy from it. I love that Hanami is like, what move does Seirine have? I feel sorry for them. It's too tragic. They don't have a move. I'm Chi-Rong. I'm like, I want to see Hanami's face when they activate the True Zone, because the True Zone is Hanami's worst fears. The idea of true friendship in Nakama is like the one thing that would make Hanami like fall to his knees and vomit. Like I'm ready for it, right? Oh my god, no. As great as it feels to have Akashi give his teammates enthusiasm and like get the bonds of Nakama going again, as great as that is, it's so hard to watch because I'm like, no, I want Seirine to win, damn it. I'm glad Akashi has this revelation. Glad he's back to a healthier self, but come on now. Come on now. It's, oh, it must be okay if the current Akashi says so, so I'll give it all I have. I like that Meizumi's like, well, this Akashi isn't a bitch anymore, so I guess I'll try. And then Kagami. Is it worse when Akashi's like, the air isn't your domain anymore, Kagami-kun? Like, I'm like, is it worse? Do I feel like, is it more sinister when Akashi says it that way? I feel like it is. Okay. 103 to 96, and Kagami's out of stamina. That steals it for Rakuzan, right? And then Ogiwara. Kuroko. Okay, and Kagami's like, I'm out of energy. This is bad. Oh, don't give up. He's not in the zone. He's out of juice. Oh my god. Okay, she's like, I lightning quick massage. We don't have any timeouts to do anything like that. Oh my god. No! Seirine's attack fails. Rakuzan's on the move. No! And then Hayama's like, I'm going to do payback. I've got to stop him. Oh no! And then Kuroko! Yes! Yes! Come on now! It's out of bounds. This is really bad. It's not just Kagami. Everybody. Illegal use of hands. Oh yeah, and Kagami, Kuroko fouls. Everyone's at their limit. And Rakuzan has this burst of energy. We're out of options. Come on, Seirine, don't give up. Oh my god, Kuroko's face! Oh no! Come on, Kuroko! Oh my god, his face, like his little wobbly eyes. Ogiwara-kun. And Kagami's like, that's him? He looks like me! Oh. She's like, oh, that one. Oh, that one. The one we faced in middle school. Tetsukun's friend. After what I did with you. Mochi, cheer him on too. Sure, I almost forgot. Don't give up, Seirine. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's like, don't you give up. Oh my god, the emotion in Kuroko's eyes. I can't take it. Oh my god. Oh. I love that. Almine's like, I'm not going to let him show me up. Almine's like, I'm not going to let this guy from Kuroko's elementary school days show me up. I'm a better boyfriend than that. And Almine's like, Tetsu, Kagami, you beat us, didn't you? Beat Rakuzan or I'm taking it out on you. And Kisei's like, I'm in here too. Don't forget about us. It's like all the potential boyfriends on this double spread. Ogiwara and Almine and Kisei are like, we're all the potential boyfriends for Kuroko and Kagami. Don't forget about us. And then Midorima's like, defeat them. Beat Akashi and Rakuzan. I love Miyagi's just looking over at Midorima like, I knew you had it in you. And then Himuro's like, are you gonna join? Are you gonna join Atsushi? And he's like, not a chance. Atsushi's like the only one on Akashi's side in this. I love it. Don't give up, Seirine. And then, yes, Kagami and Hanamiya. Hanamiya's like, no, not friendship. Oh my god, yes. And Izuki looks like he's about to cry. Kuroko. Having someone cheer you on is a way of pumping you up. Yes. Look at the starlight in Ogiwara's eyes. Oh my god, yes. And Akashi's like, good, it was starting to feel boring. Shut up. Alright. We still have a chance. I gotta get to the zone beyond the zone. I gotta get past them second gates. Ah! Who's more popular with the ladies? Kisei or Himuro? Oh! Pardon me if this sounds crass, but Himuro's got quality. Kisei has quantity. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean, mangaka? What do you mean? That? Okay, so basically, Himuro's got more quality bitches, but Kisei's got more in number. I mean, does that mean quality over quantity? Or Kisei's got the bigger fan base, but Himuro's got the better fan base? Whew. Mangaka. Whew. Oh my god. That door breaking open, it was you. And it's the whole team there. Good sir. Good sir. Good sir. All right. The zone beyond the zone. The way to open those gates. I get it now. Oh. And Kuroko's like, what, did you figure something out, Kagami? You have a look on your face. 2 minutes left. If another they allow in a basket, it's over. And I mean, he's like, come on. I like that. I mean, he still doesn't get who's guarding the gate. Like, oh my god. All right, Kagami's on me, and he's playing a man-to-man defense. Nothing new. And then Meizumi's like, what's this weird feeling? Meizumi sensing everything before everybody else does is great. I love it. Okay. They're all in sync. Okay, Hayama. Like, everybody's in the zone. We've got them. Kagami! We need to get back in the zone. Oh my god. And then Hyuga gets there. Yes! Oh my god! Seirine's fighting back. What was that? How are they syncing up with Kagami? Almine. Wow. So that's how it is. I like that they could see all this. Oh, he's crying. Oh. Almine crying. That was it all along. And just laughing. It couldn't be the true zone. I like that Kagami, knows what Akashi's thinking. He's like, yeah, I in this together. Of course I couldn't open it because of what I tossed aside. That wasn't a gatekeeper. The guy standing there. It was you, wasn't it, Tetsu? Oh, damn it! Oh, and then there's all the team there. Yeah. Making eye contact for just a second isn't enough to sync up. They match Kagami's in the zone speed with lightning fast teamwork. Oh, that double spread. Oh, Amine. The direct drive zone. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at this. Look at this. Oh. 100 years too early. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Tepe, just like little lightning bolts. Oh, we can do this. Believe in our bonds. You gotta believe. Oh my god. Oh. 98 to 103, 5 points. Oh my god, with a minute 20 left. Oh my god. A zone to surpass the zone. Man, Mabuchi's face looks terrified. It's the true zone. I like to... I mean, it's like, this is why I couldn't do it. Not by myself. And Momoi's like, that's right, Dai-chan. We've been trying to tell you that for 4 years. Oh, and Midori was like, naturally. And Kisei's like, mm-hmm. Oh my god. What an incredible team. Watching them is thrilling. Oh, Giwara. Sayori's strong, but win or lose, you can tell they love the game. I'd love to face them someday. Oh, what a heartbreaker. What a sweetheart. Okay, and then it's still going through. Oh my god, Mabuchi. Oh, and Kuroko getting it before Nabuya. Yes. Oh my god. Oh, Meizumi, look out to Hyuga. Missed it by a hair. Oh my god. Yeah, them just keeping it up. Oh my god, 98 to 103. It's still 5 points. You're 100 years too early to come at the king. Oh my god. And then there's the demon eye there too, though, right? That looks like the demon eye, like it's back again. Oh my god, like the old Akashi's back for a second. What? Oh. Okay, 105 to 98. Oh my god. Oh, damn it. 41 seconds. Oh my god. Riko Ida calls the boys on Team Sayori XXX-kun, but Kiyoshi is the only one she calls by the first name Tepe. Why is that? Because they once dated each other for a hot minute. Oh, now see? Okay, for a hot minute. For a hot minute. Everybody in the comments has been like, well, Riko dated. Like, the very first episode we saw Tepe on, they were like, well, Riko dated Tepe. Did you know that? And I'm like, why are you telling me these things? Because we don't find out until the last volume of the manga. And it's just for a hot... People are making it seem like they went on, like, dates for years. Like, they were about to get married. Like, they were about to go buy a house together. Like, everybody in the comments that were talking about it were like, she loved Tepe with everything in her heart. The mangaka says they dated for a hot second. A hot minute, literally. Like, let's calm down, folks. She just dated him for a hot minute, but she still calls him by his first name because, I mean, they were close like that. Come on now. All right. Damn, down by 7 points. All right, everybody stay focused. Oh my god, Akashi's face is terrifying. Terrifying. Oh my god, we need to score as quickly as possible. Oh my god, and Alex is like, oh, what are we gonna do? How are you gonna score? You gotta score 3s. Oh my god. But no, it's like they need to score 3. We're talking 3-pointers, so of course we'll be more cautious with you. Don't lose your mark. I love that Akashi is like screaming at them. And then Kagami. Oh my god. Okay, yes, so we're down to 4 points. 27 seconds. Oh my god. The way that it's drawn is so tense. Like, all of the line work, there's so much tension. And all the word bubbles are huge. Yes. Oh my god. And Izuki. The one, don't be calm, don't be rash. Wits beat passion at times like this. Keep cool. You have to keep cool to win. I love that Izuki, he's not a generation of miracles. He's not an uncrowned king, but he's just like showing that the cool head and consistency, like in that moment, is what gets it done. Oh my God, yes, Izuki, savior of the game, MVP, like just, oh my God, yes, yes. Oh my God, he stole it. 8 seconds left. Our final play. Oh my God. Keeping the pressure on Mabuchi, he thought, let them shoot. Why? Because even a 3-pointer would leave a 1 gap and possession. But something miraculous happened. The ball passed into Hyuga's hands. It was as perfect as the one Akashi was making. A miraculous pass, made possible by the fact that Zuki had been playing alongside Hyuga longer than anyone else. Oh, the pass led him to perfectly shoot in his hands. Every shooter could feel it. Sakurai, Akashi, Midorima, Himuro. Mabuchi felt it too, so he instinctively jumped to block. Oh, there's a way to do it. Yes! Oh my God, and it got called. Oh, yes! It went in! The basket counts! 4-point play will pull him back in the game. It's a 3. Oh my God, yeah. Oh my God, Junpei. I love Rico Junpei! No! My instincts took over. I'm sorry. And Akashi's like, don't be. Like, the next rebound's everything. Like, shut up. We're still in the win. It could have happened to any of us. Let's be real. Okay. Tepe, I got it. Don't get careless. 1 shot, our final play. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. I'm gonna cry. That dummy had to go and say final play. Yeah. Oh! He didn't mean it that way, but it's true. This is the last play he'll make with all of us. No regrets. Not a single one. Oh. And all of them there. Oh my God, all of this. Oh. Everything. His final play. Kyoshi grabbed this one. My career is riding on this. Oh my God. Ah! Besides the one featured in the bloopers and light novels, what other lies did Fukui tell Lu? In Japan, shorter people are more highly regarded than tall people. I should mention, though, that most of the time, Fukui teaches Lu about Japanese culture in earnest. The lies and teasing only happen sometimes. Rebound. Oh, my God. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, all of them. Oh, my God. I love it. I love it. Oh, my gosh. And there's Hayama looking up at Akashi and pointing to his eye. And then, oh my God, and Nijimura's getting on to Haizaki. Yes, yes. Oh, look, yeah. Oh, hi. Oh, look at Hayami and Imiyoshi's like, ew, I hate you. And Imiyoshi's like, you love me. Oh my God. Oh my God, Mabuchi with Himuro. And then Miyashi has the pineapple and Midorima has the cuckoo clock. Oh my God, Kisei's coming after Kuroko. Or no, he's coming after Kogane. Oh, and Kuroko and Kagami. And now Mine, like, not listening to Kasamatsu or Wakamatsu. Oh my God, I love it. Oh, Kasamatsu's kicking Kisei into Furihara. That's amazing. Amazing. I love all of this. Oh. Oh, Tepe got it. Oh, he got it. Oh my God, could you imagine leaving the one chapter not knowing if Tepe got it or not, and then he got it? Oh my God. Don't let him shoot. Is he going to shoot or pass? That stinking little punk. Oh, Miyazumi. Oh my God, Kuroko. Kuroko shooting it. Yeah, but Akashi jumping. It's over, Kuroko. This moment. No, not yet. I'm a shadow. God. Oh my God. Oh my God. The last game. Oh my God. Damn. Damn. Yeah. God. All of them. All of them. Oh my God. Yes. Yes, please. 106 to 105. The Winter Cup champion is Sarin High School. Yay! Oh, wow. It's the last chapter. Oh, even the author. They won. Woohoo! Look at them. Oh, look at Kuroko, Kagami, and Hyuga, and all of them. Oh. And number 2. The team to topple the kings that dominated the Winter Cup since its inception. The miraculous rising star in just its second year of being formed is... Ah, Sarin High School, look at Kagami! Yes! Oh my God! They don't have to get naked on the roof. Oh, yes! Oh my God! Oh, and Teppei holding Rico up. So cute. Mm-hmm. Wow. Hey, I'm at all of them. I lost. For the first time ever. It's a pain in my heart I can't describe. I doubt I can keep my composure during the lineup. Huh. I do wish, like, I feel better about it in the manga. I made such a big deal in the anime about Akashi's attitude after losing. I do wish that we'd had a little bit more time to decompress with Akashi, but I'm in my indifferent era. I'm in my forgiving era. I do think that based on the manga, this reaction feels a lot more genuine and earned. I do wish we'd had more time for Akashi to decompress it, because it's like, you made such a big deal about losing this entire manga, and now you're just like, I'm over it, we're good. I wish we'd spent a little bit more time with it, but you know what? Let it go. We will emerge victorious next time. And Akashi offering his hand, and Kuroko being like, yeah, let's play again. Next time. And after that, time after time. Time after time. Yes, I like the Kuroko's just like, you know what? Great. Glad you're in a good mood about it. Midorima's like, I wish you'd shake my hand. This isn't the end of anything. It's only just begun. We'll keep coming back to face each other. I love that Almine leaves. We don't get to see his face. And Ogiwara is like, I'm going to face you, Kuroko. And Murasaki Bara's like, all right. On the court we love so much. Time after time. Oh, they're off to see Kyoshi. Yep. We just got finished with a goodbye party. Uh-huh. Okay. Not a chance we're getting a day off of practice. Ah! I loved it. Riko's like, her hair is like bristling. Oh my God. I love it. We got all the new recruits. Yes. Oh, nice. Yes, and we just had a chapter on that in the light novel about the new recruits too. Great. We're going for 2 championships in a row. What? Okay. Where did Kuroko go to? Oh, planning your birthday. Oh, yeah. He had to get the picture from Amoy. Oh, yep. And there's all of them. Nice. The end. Are we gonna get the game extra? Oh, I guess the game that was extra, they didn't give us that? What? Until we meet again. Afterward, despite my lack of skill, shut up. Mangaka, shut up! I have put everything into writing this series. Naturally, I'm as attached to this as anyone could be, which is why I ended it. That is to say, because this felt like the best ending for this particular story. From our protagonist, Tetsuya Kuroko's perspective, this tale represents only a fraction of his high school career. As for other characters, it's just one part of their lives. Their futures may hold even more heated battles, more painful times they have to endure. Whatever the story, though, what I can say for certain is that they'll keep playing basketball in earnest and living their lives to the fullest. In my own life, there's barely any challenge I've taken on and succeeded, start to finish. I do think he succeeded in this, though. I've developed something of a complex about it, and at times I've thought about how finishing the story was a way of overcoming that. But in practice, it hasn't given me some massive boost of self-confidence. If anything, it's made me reflect on how I could never have done this all by myself. The afterwords of my published works are always somewhat one note, like this, and I sometimes worry that I'm too self-conscious or being too hard on myself. But to not say these things in the end would be a failure to recognize their importance. So if you allow me, this is how I need to end it. To my ever-supportive staff, the editorial department at Weekly Shonen Jump, all other related parties, and dedicated readers who've stuck with us to the very end, thank you so much. Tadatoshi Fujimaki. Wow. So I guess I will have to see next week with Last Game. We'll have to see last week with Last Game what we end up getting as far as think of how I want to word this, as far as if we get to see like the contents of that OVA or not. Maybe not. Maybe that was all just anime only. Fine with it if it is. But we'll get to see Last Game, like the extra little the story that comes afterwards, right? Wow, that just ends so abruptly, right? It ends where it needs to. They win the game, setting up for the next thing, but it's like it's over. It's like they win the game and it's like boom, done. We're out of here, right? That's so crazy that it just ends. It's like, okay, we're done. We're ready to go. But I mean, it feels like it should end there, right? It feels natural that that's the end point of the series. The anime, I feel like the anime with Akashi's character built him up so much more villainously and didn't give him the expansion he has in the manga, that when we have that abrupt ending in the anime and then everything's just sunshine and rainbows, it was very concerning to me because I was like, why is this happening? And now looking at the manga, I feel a lot better about Akashi's character in these last several volumes in the manga. Especially the monologue that Akashi has with himself about, how he built him up to be this, how he wanted to build himself up to be a villain that could be taken down, but how unhealthy that was, and him realizing, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. And it's like, yeah, no. I do think that still, I'm happy that Akashi ends on a happy note with himself. I would feel as a reader, if I'd been following Akashi all that time, I would want more closure with his character, and maybe in Last Game we'll get more of that, perhaps, because it feels almost like the problem is solved and everything's all hunky-dory now, whereas with a character like Almine, the battle still continues, right? So I'll probably wait till after Last Game just to really know how I feel about it, but I do appreciate what they give us with Akashi in this manga set. It makes me like his character more. I can't say he's risen the ranks as far as my tier of characters. We'll save that for, at the end. But I do think it makes me appreciate his character a lot more. So manga, you did your job, manga. You made me care about Akashi's character more. Yay! But this isn't it. I'm not totally sad. I'll probably be sad next week. But I'm not totally sad yet because we still have Last Game. So good there. I'm not totally sad about it yet, but it is very bittersweet to see the manga end gorgeous. Like, there are so many pages of that manga. I'm so glad I bought this because now if I want to feel the Kuroko vibes, I can go back to this and read it anytime. But just incredible artwork, right? Just incredible artwork. It's so good. But yeah. Cheers, Kuroko. 2 volumes to go. So yeah, next week we'll be talking about Last Game and looking over the manga for that, which I'm really excited about. And then we also have an audio drama the following week and the fan book the following week after that. So we will be starting a new a new sports anime series alongside the remaining extra Kuroko content next week, which I'm excited about. But yeah, how fun, right? So I'm excited, y'all. I hope you all are too. So I will be back next week with Last Game, the manga series for that. Super excited. I'm curious to hear your thoughts down below. But in the meantime, I hope y'all have a wonderful week. Please stay safe, take care, and yeah, I'll be back next week with the last 2 manga volumes of Kuroko's Basketball. Bye.